What if I told you that the biggest reason for weaker, softer erections after 60 isn't actually your age, it's your circulation? And what if I said that just one drink made from ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen could help turn things around in under 30 minutes? No blue pills, no harsh side effects, just natural ingredients, real science, and real results, the kind that can leave you feeling more confident, more alive, and fully back in control. Hi, I'm Dr. Mohit Khera. I'm a board-certified urologist and men's health specialist, and I've been doing this work for over 30 years. I've dedicated my life to helping men regain their spark, feel strong again, and reconnect with their partners. And I can tell you, I've seen with my own eyes how powerful the right natural ingredients can be when used the right way. Most men believe that getting older just means slowing down, less energy, weaker performance, and fading desire. But I want to tell you that isn't true. In fact, there are for natural ingredients beetroot, cayenne pepper, a combination of L-arginine and L-citrulline, and pomegranate juice that, when mixed together, can flood your body with nitric oxide and get your blood flowing exactly where it needs to go. And you don't have to wait weeks to feel the difference. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each ingredient, explain the science behind it in plain English, and show you exactly how to make this simple drink one that's designed to bring firmness and fullness back in minutes. And stick around until the very end because I'll share one small trick that makes the drink work even better, turning something good into something game-changing. Before we jump in, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip designed just for men over 60. Alright, let's get started. The first ingredient is truly the foundation of this formula. It's something simple, something most men overlook, but it's been shown in clinical studies to improve blood flow within just minutes. I'm talking about beetroot juice, nature's nitric oxide booster that helps get your circulation going and supports firmer, stronger erections. Let me explain how it works. Beetroot juice is like a natural switch that turns on blood flow. If there's one food I wish more men over 60 knew about, it's this. I can't count how many men come to see me worried about their performance, thinking it's a testosterone issue or that they're just too old. And yes, hormones do play a part. But in many cases, the real problem isn't hormones, it's blood flow. That's the engine behind every strong, lasting erection. And beetroot juice is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to get that engine running again. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide like a traffic signal for your blood vessels. It tells them to relax, to open up, and to let blood move more freely throughout your body. That includes your heart, your brain, your muscles, and yes, the part of your body that matters most during intimacy. When blood flow is blocked or slowed down, everything feels harder, physically and emotionally. Your energy dips, your confidence takes a hit, and the ability to get or stay firm starts to fade. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be that way. A study from the University of Exeter showed that drinking beetroot juice can boost nitric oxide levels and improve circulation by 16%, and not over days or weeks, but in just a few minutes. That kind of fast result is rare in the world of natural health, and it's why beetroot juice is the foundation of this drink. I've had older patients try this for the first time and come back with big smiles, surprised by how different they felt and how fast. Some even said they hadn't felt that kind of rush or firmness in years. And all it took was one glass of this rich, red juice. There's no prescription involved, no waiting rooms, just the right nutrients working the right way. And the benefits go beyond the bedroom. Beetroot can help lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, support liver health, and even improve how much oxygen gets to your brain. So, while it's great for intimacy, it's also great for your overall health. When you feel better, you perform better in all areas of life. Making it as easy? Just grab 2 medium-sized beets, give them a good wash, no need to peel them, and blend them up with half a cup of water until smooth. That's it. Simple. Powerful, and fast. But here's where things get even more interesting. Beetroot opens the door. But what happens when you add something that kicks that door wide open and sends a rush of warmth and energy through your whole body? Stick with me because the next ingredient really turns up the heat. Now that we've got the blood vessels opened up with beetroot, it's time to ignite them, literally. The next ingredient I recommend to every man who wants to feel stronger, faster, and more reliable performance is cayenne pepper. Yes, that same spicy red powder you've probably had in your spice rack for years. But you've probably never looked at it quite the way I'm about to show you. I'll never forget a man named Tom, 67 years old, retired Navy, still in good shape, and doing all the right things. He exercised. He ate well. He took his vitamins. But he told me something was still off. He said, "Doc, I just don't feel the fire anymore." So I told him about cayenne pepper, just a small pinch added to the beet juice. And I told him, trust the process. He looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But a week later, he called and said, that fire, it's back. You see, the magic in cayenne comes from a compound called capsaicin. That's what gives it its heat. But it's also a natural blood vessel opener. It helps expand those vessels even more, letting blood move faster and with more pressure through your body. That warm feeling you get when you have it. That's your blood moving. That's your body waking up. In fact, a study from Laval University in Canada found that capsaicin can increase nitric oxide by 24% within minutes and improve overall blood vessel function by more than 30% in just a few weeks. That means better circulation, longer-lasting firmness, and stronger energy without needing a single pill. But cayenne does more than help with blood flow. It gets your metabolism going, burns stubborn fat, reduces inflammation, and can even help with joint pain. For older men, that's a huge bonus. Now I'll be honest with you. This one isn't for everyone right away. You'll feel it the first time. That little burn in your chest and belly. That's life moving through your veins again. That's your body saying, I'm not done yet. And just when you think we've hit the peak, I'm going to introduce you to 2 more ingredients, amino acids that take everything we've just talked about and push it even further. Let's keep going. Now, let's talk about what I like to call the rocket fuel of this drink. We've already opened up the blood vessels with beetroot and sparked circulation with cayenne pepper. But if you really want to keep that blood flowing strong and steady, not just once, but every time, then you need something that keeps the engine running. And that's where the powerful combination of L-arginine and L-citrulline comes in. These 2 amino acids are often overlooked, but they make a huge difference when used together. I call them rocket fuel because they don't just get things started, they help you stay in the zone, so to speak, and maintain that strength and performance over time. I remember a gentleman named Robert. He was 72, soft-spoken, a kind man with gentle eyes, but he carried a weight with him. One day he sat across from me and said, "I don't feel like a man anymore." That hit me hard. He wasn't just talking about physical performance, he was talking about how he felt about himself. So I told him, Robert, we're going to rebuild this from the inside out. I started him on the L-arginine and L-citrulline combo, along with the other ingredients we've already talked about. A few weeks later, he came back to my office, standing taller, smiling more easily. He said, "Doc, my wife noticed." And so did I. So, how do these 2 work? L-arginine is the raw material your body needs to produce nitric oxide, that same molecule we've been talking about that helps blood vessels relax and expand. Without arginine, your body can't make enough nitric oxide and blood flow stays sluggish. But here's the catch. L-arginine on its own breaks down too quickly in the body to do much good. That's where L-citrulline comes in. Citrulline helps your body produce more arginine naturally and keeps those nitric oxide levels up for longer. So instead of a short burst of energy, you get a more steady, long-lasting effect. They work together as a team, better together than they are apart. It's like putting premium fuel into a well-tuned engine. Everything just runs more smoothly. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that men who used this combination experienced a 68% improvement in firmness, not after months, but within just a few weeks. That's not a small change. That's the kind of shift that takes you from feeling unsure to feeling like your old self again. For men over 60, this combo isn't just helpful, it's restorative. As nitric oxide levels naturally drop with age, these amino acids can help bring them back up and keep them there. And the benefits don't stop at performance. These ingredients also help reduce muscle soreness, support heart health, increase endurance, and even improve sleep. In other words, this isn't just about one part of your life. It's about feeling better across the board. When you add this combination into your beet and cayenne base, you're creating a full support system, not just a quick fix. So now we've got a drink that opens up blood vessels, lights a fire in your bloodstream, and keeps that momentum going strong. But we're not done yet. There's one more ingredient to add, something sweet, rich in color, and surprisingly powerful. It ties everything together and gives your body even more support. Trust me. This next one might just be your favorite. Let's move on to the final ingredient, pomegranate juice. There's something special about pomegranate juice. It's deep red, full of flavor, and packed with history. But a lot of men don't realize how powerful it can be for their health, especially when it comes to blood flow and stamina. I'll be honest with you, when I first started recommending pomegranate juice to my older male patients, some were skeptical. One man, Franco, 74 years old, laughed and said, "Doc, I thought that was just a fruit women drank for antioxidants." I smiled and said, "Frank, that antioxidant might just be what your blood vessels have been waiting for." And sure enough, a few weeks later he came back, laughing again. "Doc," he said, "I've got more stamina than I've had in years, and my wife already bought another bottle." You see, pomegranate juice is full of natural compounds called polyphenols. These help protect your arteries and boost nitric oxide by more than 25%. That means better blood flow, longer-lasting performance, and improved endurance, all from a simple glass of juice. And unlike pills or synthetic boosters, this isn't about forcing your body to respond. It's about supporting your body so it can perform the way it's meant to, naturally and safely. But there's even more to it. Pomegranate also helps reduce plaque buildup in the arteries, supports heart health, and even helps maintain healthy testosterone levels. And that's something many men struggle with quietly without ever saying a word. So you're not just improving performance, you're nourishing your body in a way that helps you feel better throughout your whole day. More energy, clearer thinking, more confidence. What really makes pomegranate the perfect final piece is how it pulls everything together. Beetroot opens up your blood vessels. Cayenne pepper gets your circulation moving. L-arginine and L-citrulline keep it going strong. And pomegranate adds stamina, hormone support, and protection. It's the finishing touch that takes this drink from helpful to extraordinary. Now, I know what you might be wondering. How do you actually put all of this together? What's the right amount of each ingredient? When should you drink it to get the best results? Well, stay with me because next I'm going to walk you through the exact preparation method. I'll show you how to make this drink step by step, just the way I teach my own patients. And I'll explain the one preparation trick that makes the entire formula work even better. You don't want to miss that part. It can make all the difference. Now that you know all the ingredients, let's talk about how to bring them together into one powerful drink. Because it's not just what you use, it's how you prepare it when you take it and how you drink it that makes this formula so effective. Timing and preparation really do matter here. And I've seen patients who tried these ingredients separately and barely felt a thing, but once they followed this exact method, the difference was clear. This is where it all comes together. So let me guide you through the process just like I would if you were sitting in my office. Start with 2 medium-sized beets. Give them a good rinse, but don't peel them. The skin is packed with nutrients your body can use. Slice them into chunks and toss them into a blender with half a cup of water. Blend it all up until it's smooth and thick. you'll end up with a rich, deep red base. That's your nitric oxide starter. That's your foundation. Next, add half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. This part has a bit of a kick. You'll feel it. But that warmth in your chest and belly, that's a good sign. That's your circulation waking up, responding, getting ready. Now it's time to add the rocket fuel. Measure out 1½ teaspoons of L-citrulline powder and 1½ teaspoons of L-arginine powder. Stir them in thoroughly. You want everything to dissolve completely into that beet and cayenne blend. These two are the key to keeping the benefits going strong, not just for a moment, but for the long haul. Finally, pour in half a cup of 100% pure pomegranate juice. Make sure it's the real stuff, not from concentrate, and no added sugars. Just pure juice. This is what ties the whole formula together. Stir it well, take a deep breath, and then drink it all at once. Yes, that's right, don't sip it. This isn't meant to be a slow, casual drink. It's a performance primer. A drink designed to get your blood moving, fast. To work properly, it needs to hit your system quickly so your body can direct that boost of nitric oxide right where it's needed most. For the best results, drink it on an empty stomach, about 30 to 45 minutes before intimacy or any physical activity. That timing gives your body the chance to absorb everything efficiently and send it exactly where it counts. Now, you can absolutely use this drink daily to build up your long-term vascular strength. A lot of my patients do. But you can also save it for those moments that matter most. Either way, the effects aren't just noticeable, they're felt. In your performance, in your energy, and in the way you carry yourself. When you start feeling stronger, clearer, and more in tune with your body again, everything shifts, not just in the bedroom, but in your daily life. If you've made it this far, then I know you're serious about taking back your health, your energy, and your confidence. And before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something even more important than a recipe, something that could change the way you approach aging from this day forward. Let's talk about mindset, because this drink isn't just about the body, it's about you. If you're still with me right now, I want to speak to you heart to heart. Because I know that for many men, this isn't just about blood flow or performance. It's about what it means to feel like a man again, to feel strong, capable, connected to yourself and to the person you love. And over the years, I've seen what happens when that sense of self quietly fades away. It doesn't happen all at once. It slips little by little. A bit less energy here, a bit less confidence there. A little more frustration each time things don't go quite the way they used to. But it doesn't have to stay that way. What I've shown you today isn't a gimmick. It's not magic. It's real, rooted in solid science and years of results. When you combine beetroot juice to ignite nitric oxide, cayenne to light up your circulation, L-arginine and L-citrulline to keep that blood flowing, and pomegranate juice to extend and protect those effects, you're not just drinking something healthy. You're reclaiming something. Your energy, your drive, your pride. I've seen the change in men's faces when they come back to me, look me in the eye, and say, "Doc, I feel alive again." It's not just physical. It's emotional. It's a shift that touches every part of life. You walk taller, you speak with more purpose. You start to remember who you used to be before you begin settling for less. And that's what this drink really offers. Not just performance, but pride. Not just energy, but identity. So here's what I want you to take with you. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. Your body still wants to work for you. It just needs the right support. And every single ingredient we talked about today is one of those supports. Used together with the right intention and timing, they can help you feel the difference, maybe even faster than you think. And no, you don't need to drink it every single day. Just start. Try it before a moment that matters. See how you feel. And once you do, you'll know exactly what I mean. Because your story isn't over. There's still strength in you. Still fire in you. Still connection and joy left to give. And sometimes all it takes to unlock it is one glass of the right drink at the right time. If this video gave you something helpful or something to think about, please give it a like. Share it with another man who might need it, and leave a comment below. Your feedback truly means the world to me, and it helps me keep creating content that serves you in the best way possible.